All right, welcome everybody to the
Hi,
ChamberTalk
ladies.
podcast. Today we are with Etelvina and Tracy Valdiga at DoubleTree of Palmdale.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you for having us here.
Oh,
Of
we're
course.
super excited to have you. So this month we're touching on empowerment as it is Women's History Month. And I wanted to find out a little bit about how you guys plan to empower each other and other women in the community.
So I'll go first with that one. I feel that giving everyone the resources and the tools to succeed is integral, especially the young ones that I come across. I've had a few mentors in my life. I've been through some serious struggles as a single mom, and I met people along the way that helped me, guided me, and empowered me just to be the best version of myself.
So thankful for those women, right?
Yes, I am.
So we see you leading the way.
Yeah, nowadays, I feel like as a woman, there's so many women out there that are putting woman's name. Like, we can do this, and it's crazy to think that back in the days, there was no woman in any industry. So it's very, good to see that as a woman, you can do and achieve anything you can. And like she said, you meet people on the way. I am a 24-year-old, and I think life had proved me in so many challenges, and where you never think like you're gonna be the person you are now. So it's very exciting to be here and get to share a little more about what empowerment is.
Of course, that's awesome.
And then I know you guys at DoubleTree have been working on some events. So what kind of events do you have rolled out for this year?
So a lot of our events we're trying to gauge and involve the community. We're one of the hotels in the market that participate more in team building, community building. We want to bring awareness to everybody that not all franchise, or name brand hotels are just, yes, it's profit, but there's a deeper connection. Like, we are a woman-owned company. They come from humble beginnings. One father or parents and a father with a dream came to the Americas and started with a gas station and tanning salons, and then branched out into like smaller scale hotels. And now there's 15 hotels within our particular portfolio, and they are one of the few owners I've ever worked for that truly value their people and their culture, and just want to grow you in whatever way they have. So our community mixers, we've asked anybody that wants to have any type of event with us. Yeah, we may charge you a little bit for the food, but if we can give you the space and open up our property in that type of way, then we're all for it.
Definitely. You guys have a great property too. It's beautiful.
Yes.
The outside is gorgeous. And you guys can fit a lot of people in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can accommodate up to 120 people, which is what we have. Of course, we could probably do 150 max, which we try to accommodate as much as we can with the guests. Again, because we want to build relationships in the community. So we try to really work, help people, and it's good for us because then we get our name out there. Our event space is beautiful, it's like a blank spot with you can basically convert it in everything you want.
That's awesome. And what type of events have you guys had there?
We
have basically everything. We had weddings, quinces. We just had our first expo.
We had a jazz fest.
Nice.
We're looking to host a comedy club with Aloe. So we're excited
fun.
to see that. Something new. There's not too much to do out here in Palmdale, and there are some amazing venues out here. Our jazz fest brought in quite a few people from other outskirts of the area, so that was successful too. Our food is amazing. The restaurant is spectacular.
Your cookies are amazing.
Everyone loves DoubleTree cookies.
They're nice and warm. And for
Yes.
anybody listening that doesn't know, Aloe Wheeler is one of our chamber ambassadors, and he is the owner of Charitable Minds.
Yes.
Great guy.
So that's interesting. Thank you for that info.
That is really cool. So, how did your wedding expo go? I know it was your first one.
So for the expo, I'm of the mindset if one person shows up, it's a success, because that's one person that you didn't have yesterday. That's one connection. So we had quite a few people show up. Of course, it was our first one. We were hoping for a bigger turnout, but it was a small, tight-knit little turnout. We made some great connections. Everyone's already asking when we're going to have it again. So, we're hoping to really put the word out there for the next one coming around in August and go from there.
Definitely, you have to build yourself up to these bigger events.
We all start somewhere.
Mhm.
And the thing with the hotels putting an expo is like you're kind of limited, not like a whole open one, just because we do have the event space, so we do provide the catering, so it's more like limited vendors. But we did had about 10, 12 vendors that day. We had a good time. We brought some appetizers like we did with the mixer, and our food is just good.
It
just
really
hits
is.
the spot. Yeah,
It is. It's really good. I love the appetizers that you guys served at the mixer that we had in February. And I think that the staff at the bar is super friendly, and I loved being there. Every time I go in there, everyone's really nice, and I think that's important for a venue.
I agree with you there. Sometimes customer service and hospitality is lost in the hospitality industry. We pride ourselves, and our team is really great at giving that hospitality and treating people the way we want to be treated.
Definitely, when we come and see you guys have been great, amazing to us. We love the relationship we build with you guys, and it just always feels good to be around you ladies. We enjoy.
So if you were to ask for something from our audience today, what would your current ask be?
For me, I would just ask, step in to our hotel, into our world. It isn't just a hotel. It is a restaurant. It is a bar. It is open to the public. Just come in. We're the newer property in the market, 2 years, and a lot of people just still don't know we're around. So come see us and share the experience.
What hours is your bar open to, and do you have a happy hour?
So, our bar is open from 5 to 10.
Okay.
We do Margarita Mondays, Taco Tuesdays, and Wing It Wednesdays.
Okay,
Hey,
nice.
girls,
Yeah. Love that.
we have so many different food, from sharing, plates, chef specials, and desserts as well. Everything is really good, and it is one amenity that we provide for our guests that not a lot of people know is open to the public as well, and it's open Monday through Sunday all week, from 5 to 10 p.m. You can just come and have a beer, have some wings, watch some game in there. I mean, you can get to see the view of the pool, which is pretty nice, and I think it's just like a little perfect getaway in town where you feel like you're out of Palmdale, but at the same time you're in Palmdale. So
love that.
It's nice, and a lot of people don't know, And like Tracy say, if I will ask something to the audience today, is just come in, check it out, because once you are there, then you're like, oh, this is Palmdale, And it's one of the things that it's nice to see that Palmdale has beautiful spaces out here.
And we really do.
Yeah.
One of the hard questions: how comparable are your rates for rooms to everyone else?
We are very comparable. We are competitive. So I always said, first of all, I never wanted to do sales ever. I don't like anything being pushed on me. And I always said that if I ever had to sell anything, it would be something that I believe in. Who doesn't need a hotel room? It's a little different in this market because people don't really understand, well, what does a hotel need a director of sales for? Well, you've got government travel, you've got corporate travel, you've got like project manager travel.
Sports travel.
Yep, sports travel, all of that. And people have a budget. They have needs. They have wants. They're traveling away from home. They don't want to be paying sky high prices.
No, we don't.
right? Sky high prices, you know, they have per diem amount that they don't want to exceed. So I take all that into consideration, and I know my market. I've lived out here for 14 years, and I've worked out here in this particular market, both Palmdale and Lancaster, for 8 years. So I know my people. So we are very competitive. We give the best rate. I ask what you need, what your needs are, you know, what are you looking for, what are your travel plans, and I'm going to be honest with you. And if DoubleTree isn't for you, first I'll send you to my sister property, Home
That's
2.
right.
And then if that doesn't work, I'll send you to someone else, you know, Embassy or Element, or, you know, any. I mean, we're all a community. Obviously, we're all trying to get, you know, a piece of whatever business is in this market. But to me, what the guest needs is most important.
Awesome.
So if you were to pick one goal for this year, what would that be?
For me,
I think one of the biggest is exposure, like getting the name out there. Like we said, people who have lived here for so long time, they still don't know we are here. Like that's a Hilton property, and I think that that's one of the challenges we do every day is not people going there or knowing, because the entrance is we're kind of like a hidden spot. So it is very, it's one of the goals, well, my main goal for 2024 is people to know we have event space in DoubleTree and that we are here, but we are also here to help you and build a relationship. Like, if you need something, I will be more than happy to accommodate as much as I can to, you know, build that relationship and be in DoubleTree. And the same thing, like maybe your needs doesn't work with us, I will be more than happy to refer you to any other hotels. Just that our space is newer, like very, very new. It had only been doing events for a year now. Since the hotel was open, we didn't really have the banquet stuff to work events, so we were closed for 1 year, and they were to start doing events last year in July. So our room, everything is pretty new.
Well, how long has DoubleTree been here in Palmdale?
it's been 2 years.
2 years.
So, fun fact: every DoubleTree out there was previously another brand. So every DoubleTree has been converted. Ours was the Ramada, and 2 years ago it was converted to the DoubleTree.
Which was great for the community because the Ramada was really run down, and the people that would show up there were not the desired crowd. So when they did the rehab and we did the ribbon cutting over there from the Chambers, everyone was exposed to how beautiful the space is. You have couches, a bar area. The event space is amazing. So we're going to have our breakfast at DoubleTree for Palmdale's location for this year. And we're excited. The first one is this month.
Yeah, we're excited too.
It's going to be a good turnout, and people are going to love the hotel and I'm sure the food. So, you know, hopefully we give you that exposure and get you closer to reaching that goal.
So Tracy actually showed up to our last business for breakfast. And what did you think about that?
It was amazing. First of all, it's for me, all my kids are grown. I have twins that are 25 now, and my oldest son just turned 32 yesterday. So to see youngsters that are driven, goal-oriented, just willing to be out there, you know, because talking and being around a bunch of people, let alone grown-ups, can be intimidating, and they handled it with such grace. They were all amazing. And I won business for breakfast.
That's right.
Yes. So that was exciting.
Yeah, the kids were great. They judged and they had decided that because the cookies, it set it over than everyone else's commercial. They were torn.
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you think? I was like, no, guys, I'm not judging. You are. And she was like, the cookies, guys, the cookies.
That warm DoubleTree cookie.
No doubt.
I think it was pretty cool to see, you know, how they become with this coffee service that they do at the school. Like, the service they had, oh my God. It's really like you wouldn't think someone so young will understand what customer service is. And the way they're providing it even to be their student classmates it's amazing to see that they're getting to know that from the beginning, meaning they will be successful at their first job, like actual first job. Yeah, it's
I
good.
think it's called
Coffee to classroom.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's actually a business model where they learn how to run a business and earn money and how
Mhm.
financing works. So that's a really cool thing, and they are available to leave the school. So if you guys ever need some kids to come and serve coffee at the DoubleTree for an event or anything like that, I can hook you up with Alfredo Garcia, and he'll get you in touch with their teacher, and you can have them out because they were amazing and they make really good lattes.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah.
It was really
And it
good.
was actually coffee to table also that day.
Yeah.
They took our names
Yeah.
down and brought the coffee later.
Yeah, they were great. They were great.
So if you had an idea for another way to mix up a breakfast, what would that be? Aside from a venue change, which we're already doing.
You know, I know we're doing Coffee with Cops. You know, that's a great networking event, but we did have one at Home 2 Suites last week, and I feel like more of the community leaders networking and telling the community a little bit about what's going on behind the scenes, or if you have any questions. So just any type of community networking in and of itself. The high schools, you know, that was a first for me, attending anything with any of the high schools out here. My kids, when we first moved out here, went to AV high school. And it would have been great to, you know, have that type of community connection. And I think I was telling Alfredo that too. But just more community networking, you know, on any level, I feel.
Awesome.
Yeah, when Alfredo came to me last year about this, and he asked me how we could get the students in front of the directors without having to interrupt their first period class, because some of them do have 0 period.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, what if we bring them to you? And the entire district was on board. They covered breakfast, which were those amazing little burritos and everything. And then the kids got the experience to see what it's like to be a business owner.
Yeah.
And the participation in the 30-second commercial was so cute.
Yeah.
I did give them some prompting ahead of time so that they had a couple weeks to work on it because I didn't want them to feel nervous. You know, a lot of our business owners do come into breakfast and they're like, oh my God, I have to talk in front of these people. And it's like, well, if you don't talk to these people, how are you going to get the word out about your business, right?
It was phenomenal, Angela. I think that was my favorite B for B.
Mine too, but I'm not biased.
You know, I'm just glad you guys gave the students the platform that they, you know, that they wanted was to be exposed to the directors and all the directors, everybody, all the feedback was great from everybody who came after. So we're really happy that the kids, you know, got to host us actually.
Yep.
Yeah, they did, and they got to serve us and everything. It was really great.
Yeah.
So aside from another bridal expo, what kind of plans do you have for this winter?
For the winter.
Yeah, it's gonna get cold. We need stuff to do.
You know, right?
Bring us something.
Well, we're open to any opportunities. Right now, I think we are looking at possibly having the sheriff's Christmas party at the venue.
Oh,
That would be
So,
really good.
Yeah, they came
Yeah.
last week, checked out the space with Etelvina, and it's looking like we could possibly be their venue this year. So we're looking forward to that.
They did mention they want to have it in Palmdale. You know, they want to stay in Palmdale, but they want to find like a local venue where they can go every year. So we did meet last week after the Coffee with Cups, and you know, like I said, we're here. If we can, anything we can help you as much as we can, we'll be more than happy to do so. And you know, it will be nice to have them there. Know that we are here for them just like they are for us. So I've tried to bring, you know, like events. I am looking to see what we can bring up here. We had the jazz thing last year, and it was really good. It was a good turnout, and I know a lot of people out here like jazz. So maybe like a small concert, we're still settling for the comedy night, so I think that will be a good turnout too as well. And just fun stuff like that. I think we really need that out here, and I think that's gonna be a good opportunity for us to bring our name out. Yeah.
I definitely enjoy some good jazz, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's good, you know.
We should get some blues out here too.
Yeah, that
I
would
love
be good.
this. Yeah. Or maybe even a kids movie night.
That would be really cute. You guys have
You know?
great wall space
Yep.
for that.
We
Yeah,
sure
we
do.
do.
Yeah.
That would be
Bring
awesome.
your pillow and
A spot on the floor and
make some popcorn.
Bring a pillow and a sleeping bag to
Yeah.
lay on, you know.
would
Like
be
it's
cool.
like a movie night camp out.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Especially for winter.
Yeah.
I was
Maybe
thinking
right on.
maybe a bingo night too. Hey, those bingo
Bingo is-
addicts, they don't
yeah.
play.
I know. I love bingo.
Just don't do it
I
on Tuesdays because they come to my mobile home park and do that. You don't want the competition, trust me. They've been doing it for a long time.
Oh wow.
But what about if you guys had some more events in there that catered to our business owners as well? So I know you did the wedding expo. What if you guys tried to pull some kind of a convention together for, say, restaurateurs? Maybe they want a spot to get together, nonprofits. There's all kinds of different ideas.
Those are
you
great
know?
ideas.
Yeah, there's a lot of miscommunication between all of our nonprofits, so that would be a good one. A nice place to start would be connecting with CCAV. I know that they do their comedy every year, but that's for the Laughs for Literacy, and they do that at Transplant, so they probably will keep it over there. They have a good thing going, but they have other events, and with our loss of one of our good event spaces here in the Antelope Valley, you're going to see an influx of people, I bet.
Oh yeah, the
Oh, yeah.
UAV.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
so sad.
It's sad.
Yeah, so if you had anything to tell any of our younger generations about getting into business, what advice would you give them?
For me, I think I would just tell them failure is inevitable, but success is attainable.
That was good.
I was just saying.
That was good. Like, how do you follow that?
Right? No, I was just saying, do it. Do it. Don't be afraid, because I feel like most of the times, you are afraid to fail. But if you don't fail, how are you gonna know that you can achieve and succeed? I think most of the time we see all these people like doing their own business, you know, going out there, and that's the step we don't do because we are afraid to fail. So just do it. Do it. It's okay to fail. You know, everyone starts somewhere. So I think that it's really good to just try it out, because you know you're never gonna know if you were able to succeed or not.
And sometimes we only see the success, we don't see the failure behind it.
Yeah.
And there's always failure behind that success. And you're not gonna succeed unless you get past those failures, you know, and get back up again. So that's great advice.
And in case anyone didn't know, Etelvina actually doubles as a decorator and does amazing balloons.
And flowers.
Oh, yes, and flowers
Yes.
too. The
Etelvina over here.
balloon circle arch that we
Wasn't
had
that
for
pretty?
it was so pretty
It
for
was.
the mixer.
You did a
You know,
great job.
I loved it.
I literally started that out of nowhere, and that's what I said. Just do it. You never know how it's gonna happen. Everyone, I've always been crafty, and everyone will come to me like, "Oh, can you do this flowers for my friend for the birthday, or can you do this like little box arrangement for my," you know?" And I was like, "Why not? Why wouldn't I put something out there? Maybe someone wants help too. You know, I wouldn't mind doing something for someone to give for a birthday or for a special day." So that's literally how I started. I said, okay, today's the day. I will open an Instagram account and I will start my little business on the side. And it's going good, you know. I still think I need a little more things to post to bring the audience out here to me. But I think to be where I'm at right now, I think it's good. And I do everything with love. That's like my slogan for my business. It's like everything I do is like if it will be for me, like made with love. So
I love that.
Rosalinda's all about love.
You had me at love.
She'll lighten everybody up. She'll walk in, she's like, oh, you look beautiful today. Oh my gosh, I love that blazer.
I love to give compliments and to spread love and show love, receive love, all of it.
She's like our mascot for the chamber that shows the love and empowerment.
Yeah.
I do.
You know, I feel like you never know what's going on people's daily. So I think even good morning, it'll be something good for someone. And I love that too, because sometimes it feels good to receive compliments just by saying like, oh, your shirt looks good, or your hair looks good today. I think it really makes you feel like, oh, it looks good. Sometimes we don't really see that ourselves until someone says something. So I think that's good.
Especially coming from another woman.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
It just hits a little different when
Yeah,
it's from
it
a
does.
woman.
It does.
It does. There's no ulterior behind that. Hey, you look pretty.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that. I'm pro woman, so I love to gas all my women up.
One of my favorite things to do is to remember the names of the people at the grocery stores I frequent, so that when they're checking me out, I'm like, oh, thanks, Reggie, or hey, Alex, and they're like, oh, she remembered my name. So I have that gift, and that's my gift I give to people, is I know who you are after I've seen you a couple of times, so I can remember before you even have to tell me your name. And I feel like it's really important to address people in a more polite manner, especially with how things have been going nowadays. And they appreciate it, and I like that they smile, and it makes them feel happy.
Yeah.
We were just talking
acknowledged.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling Etelvina, I think it was probably like a week ago, and I was like, for me, I don't plan on being in Palmdale forever. I'm getting older. We have family in other states, so, but what I do now, I'm hoping that the perception of me, the memory, that outlives anything monetary, anything. You're going to remember me. You're going to remember my integrity. That I'm someone that was there and present, and I think going back to your question earlier, I think for me this year is being present. Last year I was trying to, I started to step into being an ambassador, and I just couldn't, make the commitment, and I felt like I didn't want to let my the ambassador corps down, the AV chambers, the community down. So I said, you know what, we'll revisit this next year. So this year I made a commitment to be present in everything that I'm doing. Even turning off our phones here, we don't do that anymore. Your phone is constantly on. It's one of my pet peeves at home, no phone at the table. And it's just our time that, yeah.
I think times now are so different. Like where you get out of your house and your neighbors won't even say good morning or like good afternoon. And it's those little things that really make a change in your day. Like walking by someone saying, oh, hello, good morning, or like have a great day. I feel like we've changed so much, and I wish people and values will go back how we were. I was raised in old school. Like even Tracy, it's funny because her sons are my age, right? So when I see them, I'm like, oh my god, I am the same age, but I act so different because life had put me in so many positions where I had to grow up too fast. And it's like nowadays when I see people who are my age and act like completely different, I'm like, man, you know what I mean? Like I really think that we have lost a lot of values and culture in the community, where just saying hi to someone, it really makes the difference.
It does.
Yeah, women mature faster than men.
Yeah.
You're on your own at 24. Mine still live at home.
Well, and it's not just something we say. It's actually true and scientifically proven that women do mature quicker.
Mm-hmm.
So, although we like to take our shots at our men, like the man cold.
I have a house. I'm the only female in my house,
Oh
so
my
I am I am the minority, and I've accepted it. But I find myself turning into a tomboy. I don't wear dresses.
Well, me too, because I live with, it's always been me and my brother, and then my boyfriend. So it's like I'm the crazy woman, yelling at the house, telling everyone what to do. So it's, yeah. I mean, it feels good to be a woman, honestly.
Guys are laid back. Women are just, I don't know what I would have done with a daughter. Not that I don't love, little girls, but it's a little.
You're not missing out. My daughter steals my clothes and my makeup and everything, and she's always going through my stuff. So I'm like, hey, where'd this go? Oh, Lil took it. So it's for my son. And I'm like, when was she in my room? Luckily, we do not wear the same shoe size.
There you go.
Yeah. Rosalinda has 2 daughters too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I have a house full of girls, so
Oh, wow.
it gets crazy. And
Yeah.
sometimes when my little nephew comes around and he's full on boy, crazy, punching you, and then he'll kiss you. And I tell my daughters, I said, could you imagine a boy in the house? Like, they're bouncing off the
So funny,
walls.
right?
And,
Like, I can't imagine a girl, you can't imagine a boy. I know, right?
yeah, I know. She's like, I don't know, Mom. I can't handle it. And I'm just like, I love it.
Yeah.
Boys are definitely a little bit easier than girls. There's a lot less attitude there. Because I have 3
The girls
boys,
definitely have
so-
attitude.
They do.
They're just so laid back, but you have to, pull the information out of them.
Yep.
It's like, so what's going on? Nothing, I'm fine. And women, girls, we have it all written all over us for having a bad day,
Oh, I know.
Unfortunately, I cannot say anything because I don't have kids, but I do have 2 fur babies, which they are girls, and they both have each personality, which it's crazy to think that a dog can be something, like a person. Oh my God. I
They're the
tell Tracy
cutest.
all the time, how can a dog have so much personality? They understand so much, and the way they act is like, oh my God. I wonder is this how you feel when you have a kid?
Dogs are very similar to children, except that they don't talk.
Right?
They pee and poop everywhere, and then they always are hungry or want some attention.
They don't pay rent.
They don't pay rent.
They live rent free.
It's like, how hard life you live, man. You don't pay rent free. You don't pay for your food. You only get to hang and do whatever you want. Sleep, eat.
Sleep all day,
Yeah.
all over everything.
Yeah.
Eat up everything.
That's it. Yeah, basically.
I wouldn't change it for the world either. I love my dogs.
Right?
Yeah. She has 6 dogs. I have 2. I don't know how I handle 2, and she has 6 over there.
They're all little.
6? Wow, that's a lot of
Yeah.
dogs. I have 3, and I thought that was too many.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. If I would have a bigger space, I would probably have more than 6. Every time I see a dog walking on the street, I'm always taking it. My brother always gets mad at me because he's like, "Where are you gonna put it?" I'm like, "I don't care. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just grabbing it. I'm not leaving it on the streets." Yeah, I think we love animals too much.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of empowerment in here today between women and animals.
It's those female dogs, though.
I really wish you guys could see it. Well, Tracy's seen it, but it's crazy to think that an animal can understand so much.
Well, I think that is all for our session today. We really appreciate both of you guys being here, and we look forward to breakfast and future events and more of you.
Yes.
Come out, be in our community more, and start making videos.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Reels are
Yep.
so amazing.
I know. That's the thing.
This is Tracy remind me. I need to do more content on Instagram. I need to record more videos.
It's
"Oh,
hard.
how do you do this TikTok thing?" And I'm like, "Hey, we got it. She does amazing. Honestly,
But we need to make it more.
She needs
pizzazz.
more.
Yes.
That's how I feel. I'm like,
Yeah.
I need more pizzazz. I need
Yeah.
pizzazz. Like,
That's
what
where
can we
it's-
do? How can we
that's
do
where
it?
it's at.
Yeah.
As I get hot flashes.
So just to remind our viewers, where are you guys located?
We are located at 300 West Palmdale Boulevard, Cross Street, 5th Street, and Palmdale.
Just exiting the 14th freeway right there. You cannot miss.
So you're behind the Enterprise car rental,
We are,
correct?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't forget, you could keep waiting for you.
Yes.
So you better come visit us.
All right, thanks.
Thank you
ladies.
guys
Thank
so
you guys so
much.
much
Thank
for
you
having
guys
us.
for having us.
Of course. And we'll see you guys soon.